Hey there, have you ever wondered why Karl Marx is still one of the most talked about figures in history, economics, and politics? His ideas have inspired revolutions, shaped governments, and sparked debates for over 170 years. Today, we're going to take an in-depth look at his most famous work, the Communist Manifesto. I'm going to break it down for you, what it meant then, what it means now, and why understanding Marx is essential if you want to make sense of the world around you. By the end of this video, you'll understand Marx's ideas in a simple, clear way, how they challenged the powerful, and why they still matter today. Who was Karl Marx? So, who was Karl Marx? Marx was born in 1818 in Trier, a small town in Germany. From a young age, he was fascinated by philosophy, history, and the study of society. He went to university to study law and philosophy, but what shaped him most was witnessing the huge inequalities created by the Industrial Revolution. Imagine this: factories everywhere, people working 12, 14, sometimes 16 hours a day, living in tiny, overcrowded apartments, with children working alongside adults. Meanwhile, the factory owners, the bourgeoisie, were growing richer and richer. Marx looked at all of this and thought, this isn't just unfair, it's fundamentally wrong. He spent much of his adult life in London researching, writing, and collaborating with Friedrich Engels, his lifelong friend. Engels came from a wealthy industrialist family but shared Marx's passion for fighting social injustice. Together, they wrote the Communist Manifesto, a short but revolutionary document that would shake the world. The Communist Manifesto, Origins and Purpose. The Communist Manifesto was published in 1848, during a time of massive political upheaval in Europe. Revolutions were breaking out across the continent, workers demanding better rights, equality, and justice. It was the perfect moment for Marx and Engels to lay out their ideas in a concise, powerful way. The manifesto explains why society is divided into classes, why this division causes conflict, and why the working class, the proletariat, must unite to challenge the ruling class, the bourgeoisie. It was a call for radical change, a blueprint for understanding oppression, and a vision for a fairer society. Even though it's only a few dozen pages, its ideas have had a massive impact, inspiring revolutions, political movements, and debates about fairness and justice that continue today. Class struggle, the engine of history. One of Marx's most important ideas is that history is a story of class struggle. In every society, there are those who have power and those who don't. The powerful own the means of production, land, factories, machines, while the powerless sell their labor to survive. In Marx's time, this meant factory owners versus industrial workers. But he argued the same principle applied to all historical societies: feudal lords versus peasants, kings versus serfs. Every major social change in history, Marx said, comes from conflict between classes. The key point is that class struggle drives historical progress. Revolutions occur when the oppressed class realizes their power, unites, and challenges the status quo. Marx believed that capitalism, like previous systems, was destined to create this tension. The rich would get richer, the poor would remain oppressed, and eventually, the imbalance would lead to revolutionary change. The critique of capitalism. Marx's critique of capitalism is detailed and powerful. He argued that capitalism is inherently exploitative. Workers produce goods, but the profits go to the owners. The harder workers work, the more the owners profit. The workers themselves remain trapped in poverty, producing wealth for someone else. Marx also highlighted that capitalism is unstable. Economic crises, recessions, depressions, unemployment aren't accidents. They are built into the system. Capitalism, he said, creates inequality and tension naturally. Then there's the concept of alienation. Workers in a capitalist system are alienated from the work they do. They have no control over what they produce, no ownership, and often no pride or satisfaction in their labor. Over time, This alienation affects not just their work but their relationships and even their sense of self. Marx also criticized how capitalism encourages competition over collaboration, greed over empathy, and profit over human well-being. In short, he argued that the system benefits a few at the expense of the majority, the vision of a classless society. But Marx wasn't just about critique, he had a vision. He imagined a society where wealth and resources are shared, where everyone contributes according to their ability and receives according to their need. This is the essence of communism. In Marx's ideal world, there are no exploiters and no exploited, no aristocrats, no billionaires. Work is meaningful and organized for the benefit of everyone. People are free to pursue their potential without the crushing weight of inequality. Marx didn't give a step-by-step guide for achieving this society because he understood that the journey would vary in different countries and times. Instead, he provided principles: equality, collective ownership, liberation from exploitation, and fairness for all. Key concepts explained. Let's break down some key concepts in simple terms. 1. Proletariat and bourgeoisie, two main social classes. The bourgeoisie own resources and capital. The proletariat sell their labor. 2. Class struggle. Conflict between these classes drives history and social change. 3. Exploitation. Capitalism profits by paying workers less than the value they produce. 4. Alienation. Workers are disconnected from their labor, their community, and themselves. 5. Revolution. When workers unite, they can overthrow oppressive systems. 6. Communism, a classless society where wealth and resources are shared. Historical context and impact. The publication of the Communist Manifesto shook the world. It inspired political parties, labor unions, and social movements across Europe. In Russia, it influenced the Bolsheviks and the 1917 revolution. In China, Mao drew heavily on Marx's analysis to shape his vision of communism. Even in countries with democratic systems, Marx's critique inspired labor protections, worker rights, and social reforms. His ideas challenged governments, economists, and ordinary people to question the fairness of the society they live in. Marx in the 21st century. Today, Marx's ideas are still relevant. Income inequality is rising, corporate power dominates politics, and workers in many parts of the world are still exploited. Understanding Marx helps us see these patterns more clearly. Even if his solutions are debated, his analysis of capitalism remains a powerful tool for understanding social and economic inequality. Common misunderstandings. Marx is often misunderstood. Many people associate him with authoritarian regimes, but Marx himself didn't design a single political blueprint. His ideas are about analyzing society, understanding exploitation, and envisioning fairness, not about enforcing a dictatorship. Another misconception is that Marx hated all private property. He criticized the private ownership of productive resources, not personal belongings. His goal was fairness and reducing inequality, not taking away personal freedom. Modern applications. Even today, activists, economists, and social thinkers draw on Marx to fight inequality. Labor movements. Discussions about wealth taxes, universal health care, and workers' rights all reflect Marx's influence. Understanding him allows us to critically examine our economic systems and think about ways to create a fairer society. Conclusion. So, that's Karl Marx and the Communist Manifesto in depth. We've covered class struggle, capitalism, exploitation, alienation, and his vision for a fairer world. Whether you agree with him or not, understanding Marx helps us ask important questions. Who benefits from our economy? Who decides what is fair? And what kind of society do we want to build for the future? Thanks for joining me. If you found this video useful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into history, philosophy, and ideas that shape the world. If you found this deep dive into Karl Marx and the Communist Manifesto helpful, insightful, or even thought-provoking, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, hit that like button as well, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss our future explorations into history, philosophy, and the ideas that shape the world we live in. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Remember, by liking, subscribing, and sharing, you're helping this community grow, and together, we can make learning about history and ideas not only fun but powerful.